Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies young getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name.
All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Carolina Panthers. It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15.
Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Michael, he's got a man. It's his fullback. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
No. Check. Patriot. Over.
First carry for Darius Geis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Gone!
Throwing on 1st down. Michael into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. There he goes, right side. And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have him set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind He hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Touchdown, Carolina.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. Gano the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football because, as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change at quarterback, running back, tight end. It doesn't matter. Get better players, better system, so they can play to the standards of the defense, and the win column will result.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get up here to the 26. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Michael looking deep downfield. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Off-play action. Michael. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Detroit!
Operating from the gun. Michael able to find his running back guys. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
On first down, Michael. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it second down. Off the play fake, Michael. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
No, check, Patriot!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
To throw on second down, Michael. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rolling to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Geis with a carry on 2nd down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down.
Gone! Detroit!
From the gun, Michael. And that is incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept in a lot of games. And now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Let's rock now.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Pretty move. And now a fumble. The ball's out. Into the Redskins. Haven't they do?
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense.
All right, here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone!
Following the fumble recovery, Michael eluding the pressure right. Throw left side complete. It's Richardson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney! Gone!
They'll hand it down to Geis. Space to run past the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Back 99 Philly, here we go! Hurry up, here we go! 319! 319! Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. About 3 yards there to the 27.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They'll face a third down conversion attempt here, 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Michael. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run with Scott. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
And filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Over the middle, complete. That's Sullivan. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
Well, the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
On the carry, this is Scott. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Come on. Four down. Check.
On 2nd down, Scott looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Zach Brown.
Gun. 20.
On 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And he'll get inside of Washington's 15 before being taken down. A big gain of 39 on 3rd. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Hey.
On 2nd down now, Scott. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Boston Scott, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. And there he had to break multiple tackles to earn that touchdown. Bottom line, he earned that touchdown.
Indeed he did. That was pretty much a get-off-of-me run and all the way into the end zone.
Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 14-0. Gano out to kick this one away. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Off-play action. Michael steps away. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down.
Leopard! Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
From the gun, Michael. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short. And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. The fake punt gets him 13 yards. A huge play on special teams. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Set! 319! 319! All right, now, Lucky 56! Lucky 56!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Michael, he's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Detroit. 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 Detroit.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Redskins on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Michael. And this is going to be incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. And the tackle there will go to Ryan Anderson.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, we quit counting yardage on that one, didn't we? That was truly 3rd and a mile, wasn't it?
It was. I thought they might just go underneath, but they didn't. They wanted to get the first down there.
Yeah, they tried to pick up the huge chunk unsuccessfully. I'm with you. I would have tried to take some yardage just to gain some field position.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And here come the Redskins now. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They start on the ground with Geis. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
The Redskins on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
They'll look to throw. Well, he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first.
Detroit! Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Black 99 Philly, here we go.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He sets to fire deep. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
No. Check. Patriot.
Back to throw now on second and 10. And he comes back with one complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Black 99 Philly, here we go. Detroit! Gone!
They'll throw now on the final play. Going up top. That's going to be caught. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with the clock at all zeros, they get the touchdown to make this just a one-score game into the lockers.
And you know what else it does? Besides boost their confidence, it doesn't change your game plan any. See, if they're down bigger going into the half, You may have to revise what you plan to do in the second, but now in this spot, within one score and striking distance, you go ahead and keep playing and do what you've worked on all week long.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here's Gomez on first down. And the Redskins do get it to him. He goes down for a sack.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Leopard! Leopard! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Gomez. Looking to throw on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sullivan. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run on first down. Scott, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
Gone! 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 Gone!
Looking to throw. Gomez. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morrison. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. This is McCaffrey, and that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Gone, 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 gone.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? The Panthers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Leopard! Gun!
And they just did not get the snap away in time. And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Gomez. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And he missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. They'll look to throw here. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
All right, here we go. Boom,
to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On first down, Scott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Okay, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen in today's NFL, they're going to weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have agility. And the way that they can get out in front of a runner and create a space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and the runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because it's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked really well for a nice piece of yardage.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. We'll check on his status when we get back. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And it's caught. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Gomez now, operating from the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Boston Scott, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers add on to their lead. He's having a nice little game. Maybe already has an eye on that 3rd touchdown.
And how about what our producer, Christian McLeod, likes to say when they've scored touchdowns like this? He's put a tent up in Touchdown City.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now 21-7. Gano out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Detroit!
They'll try to get this running game going with Geis. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit. Detroit. Gun.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson, and that'll make it 3rd down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it, and the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to, and I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
Looking to throw. Gomez. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Let's phrase this delicately, okay? Might have had a better option instead of throwing the football into double coverage.
He was blanketed. I was surprised that he went his direction.
Yeah, should have thought maybe about the check down. Take the completion, keep moving.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. He'll return it from the 6. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Detroit!
Now a run with Geis. What a spin. Finding room at the 30. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he's all the way up to the 39-yard line that time. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 11.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Over.
Back to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it.
Right,
this is 4th down.
Lucky 56. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Luke Kuechly, he's the one to get it, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. McCaffrey on the toss right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
On 2nd down, Scott. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4. The Panthers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Gomez. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Complete. Richardson has it. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing. Just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The Redskins on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5.
Now let's go! Blue landing! Blue landing! Gun! 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 Gun!
He'll look to throw. Airing one out for Crowder. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Ramsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man on the right sideline. It's Richardson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now Thompson, he will push his way down to about the 14. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Well, look at the clock. You're down 2 scores. Have to go for this, don't you?
And they thought that as soon as they took over possession. It didn't matter where they were on the field. They were always going to be in 4-down territory. Backed up, in good situation, it didn't matter. So they've been preparing for that on their play sheet the entire time.
They'll run for it. Geis. And he will have the first down, but hold everything. A flag is down. This one might not stand. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on 4th down.
Gun! Set! 3-19!
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. The all-pro linebacker Luke Kuechly right there on the coverage, stride for stride. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still.
Detroit! Detroit! No. Check. Patriots!
They'll run on 1st down. Scott. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On 2nd down now, Scott. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. The Panthers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Gomez from the gun. He'll throw. And that is incomplete. Coverage there by Brian Body Calhoun.
Really good, smart play by the defense, understanding 3rd and short, guarding the first down sticks, and being able to make a play on the football and bat it down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Washington offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A really nice gain of 25 yards. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun, 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 gun.
Now back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Detroit, Detroit.
They'll set up a throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gun, 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 gun. Detroit, Detroit.
They'll set up to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll drop to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. They're going to look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Sometimes we wonder about play calls, but this one made perfect sense to me. He's got the only touchdown that they've scored in this game. Tried to get it to him again on another deep ball.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to let it fly. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone.
He'll drop to throw. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked to him. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Panthers down to a knee out of the victory formation. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right?